The Hipaa Omnibus Rule. If you're a healthcare provider, health plan, or a business associate, you may have heard that important changes have been made to the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or Hipaa for short. The rule provides individuals new rights to their health information and strengthens the government's ability to enforce the Hipaa privacy and security protections. Let's take a closer look at some of the updates that will require your attention. Individual rights under Hipaa have been expanded in important ways. Patients can now ask for a copy of their electronic medical record in an electronic form. When individuals pay out of pocket, they can instruct their provider not to share information about their service or treatment with their health plan. The final omnibus rule sets new limits on how information is used and disclosed for marketing and fundraising purposes, and prohibits the sale of individuals' health information without their permission. The omnibus rule makes business associates liable under Hipaa for the first time. These organizations are now accountable to consumers and to the Department of Health and Human Services for safeguarding protected health information. This final rule also extends liability downstream to subcontractors of business associates to protect and safeguard patient information appropriately. Hipaa-covered entities are required to report breaches of unsecured protected health information to HHS unless they can demonstrate a low probability that the information has been compromised based on a careful weighing of risk factors. The Omnibus Rule finalizes tougher penalties for non-compliance with a Hipaa privacy and security rule, including 4 tiers of culpability with fines of up to $1.5 million for multiple violations of an identical provision in a calendar year. Several of the changes require that Hipaa-covered entities review, revise, and redistribute their Notice of Privacy practices, with updates required by the September 23, 2013 compliance date. The rule relaxes the distribution requirement for health plans, and they may post their updates to members online. The revised notice must reflect certain updates, like the patient's right to opt out of receiving certain fundraising communications, and the right to prevent certain information from being shared with the patient's health plan when the patient pays out of pocket. Your compliance with the Hipaa changes is required to begin no later than September 23, 2013. Covered entities that already have a valid business associate agreement in place have until September 22, 2014 to update their agreements to reflect the new changes. Hipaa compliance is more than just binders up on a shelf. It requires regular attention and diligence, but it's the only way to protect your patient's information and to protect your organization from fines and penalties. For more tips on complying with the Hipaa privacy and security rules, please visit the Office for Civil Rights website at hhs.gov/OCR.